The Bears have signed Trey Hill, a mauling guard center out of Georgia, who's been the backup center for the Bengals the last couple of years. We also still have one open roster spot after making some other moves this week on the 53. We added Jalen Johnson and Karan Amagaji to the injured reserve, and we signed pass rusher to No Passanyo to the active 53. This left the Bears with one open roster spot on both the 53-man roster and one on the practice squad as well. Today, the Bears signed former Georgia guard and center Trey Hill to the practice squad, bringing in more help for the interior of this offensive line. Before I talk about Trey Hill, though, I do want to make a valid point that makes some of these moves different than before. We're all used to Ryan Poles bringing in these low risk, high reward type of players, but we've also not really seen any of those players really break through. The biggest reason has been coaching or lack of quality coaching. You don't have to go far to find guys that Ryan Poles has brought in having more success elsewhere. Al Quadin Muhammad just terrorized our offensive line as a starting edge rusher for the Lions. He did absolutely nothing as a Chicago Bear. With Ben Johnson here, things are different though. He knows how to get the most out of his players, especially on offense. I know some people already want to write off our rookie draft class. There are fans out there that have already given up on Ozzie Trapillo and Colston Loveland. But come on, guys. You never write off rookies in the NFL, period. But this move signals to me that Ben Johnson wants more maulers on this O-line. Hill had a solid career in college, playing both guard and center positions. He had one big concern on his scouting report. He struggles versus smaller speed rushers. He looks better at center where he doesn't have to worry about as many stunts from the outside. And he's played a lot more center since he's been in the NFL, serving as the Bengals' backup 3 of the last 4 years. He has appeared in 25 games in his career, with just 3 starts that all came as a rookie in 2021. At Georgia, though, he played over 1,700 career snaps and allowed only 3 sacks his entire collegiate career. He's just 25 years old, and the former 6th-round pick is a mauling type of interior lineman. He's 6'4", 320 pounds, and he did not test well athletically. This is not one of Ryan Poles' RAS moves. The dude scored a 2.02 on the RAS, but he has the size and power to get push off the line of scrimmage, especially in short yardage situations. But his pass blocking is a work in progress. If you want to go to a jumbo package for short yardage, this is a guy who might be able to help. But if you had to count on him to start right now, I'd be really worried. But this move is not a needle mover, and his chances of sticking around on the 53-man roster are not very high. However, the Bears don't have a ton of depth on the interior. On the active roster, our only backups on the interior of the offensive line are Ryan Bates and Luke Newman, both capable of playing guard or center. But Trey Hill gives us another guy who could help out in a pinch. We also have guard Jordan McFadden and center Ricky Stromberg on the practice squad as well. Both would probably get called up to the 53 before Trey Hill. But just another small roster move here. We still have one open spot on the 53. I believe that might be going to Austin Booker, as we could open up his 21-day window to return to practice on Monday or Tuesday. Keep an eye out for that. A lot of fans will be asking, why didn't we sign a cornerback? And that's a valid question as well. But we do have guys like Josh Blackwell and Jalen Jones who could help out, and Mekhi Garner's on the practice squad as well. But this should be another high-scoring game for the Bears this weekend, with so many players on our defense hurt, and the Raiders on the other side just allowed a Marcus Mariota-led Commanders team to put up 41 total points and 400 yards. And that's why for my Profit X pick of the week this week, I'm taking Caleb Williams over 1.5 TD passes. I think we have to put up points in this game, and Caleb should be able to hit a couple of passing scores. He threw 4 TDs last week. This is a prime matchup to stay hot and keep the momentum rolling heading into the bye week. If you sign up, be sure to use promo code SWIFT. And as I said, with the bye week coming up, If we could get 5 or 6 starters back for that Commanders game, it could be a huge showdown. Right now, Jaden Daniels missed last week, and he's been ruled out for this week's game as well. I do expect he'll be back in time to play us, but he needs to get back on the field first. But keep an eye on that one open roster spot. I believe it's going to go to Austin Booker. Trey Hill has been added to the practice squad. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.